Everybody on these YouTube channels lying. Everybody lying. Everybody this big time trending topic. Everybody these hardcore gangsters. Everybody gonna do this to each other when they see each other. And truth be told, we too blessed and we be having too many views in this YouTube shit to be going to war with each other. And truth be told, don't nobody wanna fight nobody on this YouTube shit. Cause 98% of these YouTubers is cowards.
Now that's Huggie Pacino certified.
because creating their own narrative was more important. Because think about it, the fact that Chosen created his own narrative, he basically kept people going to his soap opera. The fact other people's created their narrative, they basically created their own soap opera. That's why it's so important to, and that's why I kept going. And that's why I wanted to address what DC said. DC said the same thing that Str8 said, and they both said, if I believe this fake, why do I keep talking about it? If I use that on them, they won't have a leg to stand on. If you you don't believe the news story, why are you still talking about it?
Word.
You understand? So that's how you know they're hypocrites, and they don't even know, like, not like that, hypocrites like that. But you can't tell me that what I'm saying is not, you know what I mean, anything worth to keep pumping every day if I got the evidence, but yours is, and it's not going with the news. So y'all throwing rocks and stuff like that. But it should have been no problem for all of us to sit down and get the facts together. And once we got the facts together, from that point on, we would build from there. Since we never did that, you can have new guys come on and say, you know, Kanika got chased by Dobermans and shot and all that other stuff.
You know, right.
Let me address something in the chat. Hey, bullshit. Let me say this though, cause we just keeping it real. Since we've been keeping it real all night, since we couldn't have a person come over here and have a dialogue about Chancery Court, and they got way too over emotional. They got loud and they started just going off. So what I'm asking you is, why are you asking anybody about trademark? Why does Str8 want a trademark? Can you answer that? Cause Drop wanted the trademark too. Let me see what she got to say about that. I'm curious.
Can I ask Bob?
What's up?
Everybody
ATL,
asks
bro?
about the Chancery. The Chancery is just a contract court. It's a contractual court, and it don't even have to be any money involved. You understand? And I keep telling people, it really doesn't matter what she's in the court for. I told you they embezzle money that way. And I'll explain it again. If me and Huggie made up a business and I was a street guy and Huggie was the official guy wearing glasses, and our business basically made $1 million, Huggie's name is on everything. And that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, even though y'all see names on trademarks and stuff like that, don't automatically assume it's mine. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I work with a lot of people. We use a lot of names, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Say me and Huggie open up a business, and I'm the street dude. If I'm the street dude and he's the official dude, everything's coming in his name. When it's time for me to get paid, I'm not gonna just be able to get a check from him. They not gonna know who I am. None of that. He not gonna be able to say later, "Oh, this is my partner." No. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to bring a case against him. Like, yo, me and this dude was partners. We had a verbal agreement. He stole it. I'm suing him for half the joint. Half the joint is 500,000. Now Huggie understands that it's mine and the suit is fake and all that. He get lawyers, they do a little fake dance in court, like, no, he's not a partner, boom, boom, boom. But at the end of the day, we sign an agreement that's sealed from the public. Like, look, we're not gonna take this to trial. We're just gonna sign a confidential agreement. I'm gonna give him 500,000 minus legal fees, and we're gonna have this sealed from the public. So all you'll see is Planet of the Fakes versus Huggie Pacino reached the settlement sealed in the court.
Word.
I got 500,000. Huggie got his 500,000. I fronted like he stole something from me, but he didn't. I was just a street partner, and this is how we embezzle money through the courts. You understand? And it's all legal.
All legal.
Right.
That's what I keep telling you, motherfuckers. It's
And if
all
Teresa did the
legal. Y'all
same
don't even
shit, she could do
understand
the
what
same
y'all
thing
paying
with the.
attention to.
Yeah, she could do the same thing. You know what I mean? And guess what? That's what it's gonna wind up saying. It's sealed from the court. The parties reached an agreement, and that'll just be closing whatever deal they had. That could just be paying up for the psyop or whatever. She could get 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. You'll never know. You'll just take it as the fake ass lawsuit for the death of her daughter, knowing it has no jurisdiction for that. But she got her money. Crown Plaza looked like they settled something and bow bow bow. But if she's on a payroll, she ain't never getting no money. So that suit is just a dummy suit just to have people thinking she got a lawsuit for a wrongful death. Did we ever
Arbitration.
do that for
Arbitration.
Sandra Bland? Did we ever look at Sandra Bland's mother's cases and stuff like that? I think we might need to start doing that, because if we start doing that, we might see a pattern. Because I already said this. Don't y'all notice these people get this money and disappear? They never there for the next victim. Like, they not there to drop $1 million right now for the security guard that got killed. They not here to drop $1 million for the Alabama family that got killed, and they got the same lawyer there. Crump is there. Crump is there from Trayvon Martin for the Alabama kid that got shot in the mall. That makes no sense. So why are these people getting millions of dollars? We never seeing them again, and the next victim basically don't have a leg to stand on financially, legally, nothing. It's the scam, y'all.
Word.
They're just paying to kill our sons off, and the women or the families is taking that money and living their best life. But if they did that to each family, guess what? We would just owe more money on the deficit, and everybody will fucking be gone.
Bombshell
That's what they do,
asked
because every
the
time they kill people,
Bombshell
it's more
asked the
money.
question,
the same question.
and you gotta understand that sometimes, you know, Planet of
I
the
never,
Face.
I never knew what her question was.
No. I've gotta explain to her. Yo, over here, man, Planet of the Face be building. I let people build over here. We don't just answer short, you know, little
No, I could
statements.
answer her question. I just
But
didn't know what it was.
she wanted to know, why did you file for the trademark?
All right, I filed for the trademark because King Rob had made a video claiming that he filed for the trademark. But one thing I know is about trademarks, because I had to basically do something for my Planet of the Fakes trademark like the same day. So when he did that, it was ironic. He showed his third-party reference number, and I'm like, that's not a trademark number. And then I looked up to see if he really did it, and he didn't do it. So then it dawned on me later, and then, you know, some other YouTubers was letting me know, like, you should do it. And I just did it to protect it from getting done by him. That's why I trademarked it. Don't you notice? Why would Rob make a video if he saw that it was already being done by me? I saw the video from him, and I did it correctly and beat him to the punch. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's why I got trademarked. Because think about it. Say I didn't trademark it and we let him trademark it. Don't you see he started sending notices around to take people videos down?
Yeah.
All right. He did that to me. I sent them the real number, showed them my numbers before his. He don't got a leg to stand on. It disappeared. Same thing I could do to Zillionaire. But Zillionaire is different. I could actually take his whole channel because the majority of his videos got my trademark name on it. And believe it or not, YouTube really ain't going to have a right to even have Kanika Jenkins videos when I'm done on it. If, you know, y'all know what's going on, but I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? But I'm letting people know what type of power we be leaving out there and being so invested in stuff. You know what I mean? So he opened my eyes that, listen, you could lose everything you built based on somebody doing what he's trying to do. And you see how he messed up? Some real business person could have seen that mess up, did that, and took everything down. That's why I trademarked it, Bombshell, to prevent that person just sitting in the bushes that would have said, yo, I could do that. And it probably wouldn't have been one of us. It could have been a businessman in Switzerland. So that's why I did it, to protect all of us or people that's invested in Kanika Jenkins. Not only Truthers, but J for K's too.
Lovely Shauna just wrote, on behalf of Shy, I'm assuming Chicago, Kanika Jenkins is real. Damn it. No need to lie or pretend some shit like that to come to the.
So what country they from? If he knows all that, he got to answer questions.
That's a female.
What country they from,
Hold on,
and why they don't have no family pictures?
Hey, hold on, let me read the rest of it. Like that. Come to the west side and walk these streets and ask around. Come down here, do your research, not YouTube. No scam.
That's no problem. But think about this. Did we have to go to California when Reginald Denny he got hit with a brick in the head? No, we didn't. We don't have to go to the house where the woman gets beat up and a child gets killed in to know that that's a terrible situation and it was real. So to sit there and think we all got to go somewhere and walk in an environment where you're not even safe to breathe at and you can't even protect your women and children is ridiculous. It's ridiculous and it's self-destructive. That's why they're there now, and that's why the UN is there now. Don't worry about us walking the street. Worry about blue helmets walking your streets, homie.
That's a female, by the way.
Oh, sweetheart.
Yeah. the beautiful, lovely, the beautiful.
Think about it. I did videos with your congressman asking for military help. I wouldn't be worried about what people got to say about Chicago on YouTube when you got your own councilmen and aldermen asking for military intervention. And I would ask that subscriber, does she believe that she should have the army there to protect them? That's what we need to start asking Chicago people. What is their solution? Should we just let the army go in there? Are you with army support, or you just with letting people kill you and framing general blanket gangs? Because I don't believe the gangs are killing each other the way that people are portraying it. You know?
And I would love to believe that, you know, I would love to be convinced that it is, in fact, you know, Kanika's real and everything else. But so what tangible proof do you have? Came in here saying, you know, that what
went to school with a friend,
real.
Or she went to school maybe.
So what tangible proof do you have?
I think we all could say we went to school with a bunch of foreigners. I know I did.
That it is real, without a shadow of a doubt.
And I question that shit today.
Like are gonna make us be like, okay. What can you say to us, or what information do you have for us that would say that would make us like it was real, all true? I don't understand.
I think we all got school pictures where we had to take
no. We could do this right quick. Lovely Shauna, do you want to come up and have a discussion? Lovely Tawana, you want to come up and have a discussion? Because y'all sitting up just...
Oh, no. I'll read what she said. She said, Planet of the Fakes. You just wasn't part of the community, but if I wasn't, just Google Planet of the Fakes. I bet you my website go back farther than your knowledge of what you're talking about. My website precedes Trayvon Martin. My website precedes Eric Garner. And guess what? Articles for those people are all there when it happened, sweetheart. So just make sure you know what you're talking about. Because when I pull up that receipt and do a video about it, you won't be nowhere to be found.
Planet of Fakes don't fuck around.
No.
I was telling people when this Kanika shit.
Yeah, he don't fuck around. Receipts on this one.
I'm trying to tell y'all, I got arrested by the police before Eric Garner and got released from the precinct. I got a video of it on YouTube.
Hey, what's up, Tiny? Come on.
I got arrested by police and got released from the precinct and recorded it myself before Eric Garner. So when Eric Garner happened, I was trying to explain to people that just wasn't comprehending what I've been trying to teach them for years. Like, look, I could have got killed, but I knew how to handle myself under arrest instead of panicking. And that's mainly what my channel try to show people, is basically just how to deal with, you know what I mean, police, and not only police, but also forecast situations that'll probably call for police to be called.
No, she said no, fuck problem, fuck that, bring that ass here and do your research. Wow.
Wait, what?
That sounds like Scoop. Scoop be talking like that.
We don't need no damn army. Well, they already there.
Bring that.
They already. Wait a minute. She said we don't need no army, but they already there.
They can't even protect their own babies. Y'all don't got no right to invite nobody nowhere. Y'all can't keep yourself safe, sweetheart. Y'all can't keep yourself safe. Y'all don't got nobody's interested in death and that stuff that y'all interested in there. Y'all take that stuff proudly. We look at it as shameful. You understand?
Hey,
because anybody could come there hunting y'all down and say it's a gang, and y'all gonna accept that. That's why it's so important y'all get down to the bottom of not killing each other. Until then, don't invite nobody, because y'all inviting people there not on a positive vibe. Y'all inviting us to see the madness. I'm good with that.
We're not saying that. What other cases were fake? What are you talking about specifically? I'm so.
Come on,
people said Trayvon was fake. People said Sandra Bland was fake. But think about it. If the lawyer for this Alabama kid is Trayvon Martin's lawyer, and Sandra Bland's lawyer is Kanika Jenkins, and you see these same lawyers on these same cases, that's the same shaky ones, and then we never see the mothers again, Come on, put two and two together. I know if I lost somebody and we got millions, I would have $1 million for the next victim. You know what I mean? Just because I know how it is to be there, and I know they're gonna put you through so much. So before then, that's why we need to start pumping that. If you get money, you got to drop $1 million for that next victim.
Let me say this though.
Victim, drop $1 million.
Let me say this though. You know what be killing me is that these same people that be doing all this chatting in the chat room, they don't even join panels over here. Like the panels that they should join and have a say so where they actually can be heard and we actually will let you talk. Y'all don't do it because I basically gotta agree with you in order for you to come up and talk. And that's the thing I don't understand about people, especially black people. I figured by now, in 2018 going into 2019, we should be able to dialogue like adults and stop acting like children. Because you just want to talk in the chat room. See, all you want to do is you just want to chat in the chat room, but you don't want to join the panel. But you'll join the panel if I agree with you. If we can talk about who killed Kanika all day and have 4 or 5 suspects, we can talk about that all night. But a difference of opinion, you'll avoid that conversation.
You know, Chosen never like wanted to do anything with me. You know what I mean? Like he never wanted a panel open to nothing. It was always his narrative about just like what DC did. They tell y'all what I believe. Don't you notice that? I don't got to tell y'all what these people believe. Y'all got the videos that they made like I got the videos I made. So why do they have to lie about what I believe? I don't say what they believe. I say what they say in their videos. But Chosen was the same way. Me and Chosen never had no dialogue. Me and Str8, we tried to do a debate. I got jumped. I got laughed at for being called a cop and stuff like that. And I want to address that too. I don't got no problem with Tobias. You understand? But the same thing that people are saying, I experienced because I made the video about Str8 in the THROWBACKS situation, not accusing nobody of nothing, just like saying, you know, break the air and apologize. Don't you know that Tobias made a video talking about I'm attacking Str8 for THROWBACKS and all this and that. And now I understand what Bugs and them be saying sometimes. Men can speak for themselves, homie. You have never seen nobody come out and attack Str8 for me or defend. Like, no, we defend ourselves here. Word. So he's basically going off a beef that he basically got with me for making a video about THROWBACKS telling people that basically apologize to the family, which Str8 did. So I'm getting heat, and the videos are still up. So that just addressed y'all the last time. Remember, I came up here, and then he came up and was like, "Can you take down that video?" And I asked him, "Could he take down his video?" I looked at those videos because I never seen them before, and it was basically going at me for making a video on Str8 and THROWBACKS. And I made that video because before I went to bed that morning, I made a video after seeing people's videos talking about THROWBACKS is the one that killed him before he died. I did a whole video, article, everything like, yo, why y'all trying to get this man killed? He has nothing to do with it. Look, this is fake. No, stop. I wake up a couple hours later, THROWBACKS dead. And I don't believe THROWBACKS is dead. I'll say that on and for the record, but it's still, you know what I mean, in the air for a lot of people.
Word. I want to address what Lovely Shauna said. She claimed that, let me go back up here. She claimed that I do agree that DC and Rob fucked shit up for Chicago, and that's why a lot of people don't believe this shit. Can you believe that shit was wrote in my chat room right now?
Yeah, no, that's a good point though, because think about it. The people in Chicago should have found Irene by now, like I keep saying. They should have found Shamaya by now, all of them. The fact that they can't find them is proof that they not there. You understand? They not from this country. And the fact that nobody knows them to the point where, come on, wherever we are right now, if we got the publicity KJ and them got, it'd be no way in hell people from wherever we are would not be spotting us every day. Like, look, there go Irene right there. You understand? This is the girl that got chased from my house with pit bulls. Like, it's fake.
They local celebrities, yo.
It was never in this country. Those are group home girls that travel. Maybe international that do the schemes for the fucking bankers. Who knows? But they got different styles y'all don't understand. They acting ignorant on purpose because that's what they're trying to portray to the world as y'all. And we're showing them that we are that. Because think about it. Think about how even the fellas, but mainly how the women act. Don't you notice the women have to act more ratchet than Monifa, more ratchet than Irene? So we actually giving them the fuel that they're going to use to act like us later. That's why we got to cut all this beefing out. It's not worth it. Nobody's going to get a prize at the end. And 9 times out of 10, the people that you beefing with is monetized and you not.
Word.
And I don't know nobody with 1 million subs that ever beefed. Nobody. It ain't nobody with 1 million subs that beefed on nobody. That's why I try to stay away from the beefing. Y'all want to beef, create a channel for it.
Well, lovely Shauna. This is my last time asking. Do you want to put your email up so you can actually join the conversation? Because this chat room shit is real annoying right now. All this, you took all this scariness. Like, ain't nobody said you was scared of anything. See what I'm saying? Like, you can't even be adults. Like, it's 6 in the morning. You know what I mean?
But you know what's even crazier? There's people from Chicago that I know
federal
that
funds,
shit ain't even real. There's people from Chicago who told me the shit ain't real.
They don't even talk about that shit. They don't even talk about this shit.
Based on the music. Based on the music, based on the clothes, based on the party. We know that party wasn't even in 2017. And that was easy to tell. That was a giveaway. Huggie helped with that when I asked him when the songs came out. He let me know. You know what I mean?
Man,
but not only that.
I was old as hell, man. That's why I like this shit.
But not only that, don't you notice that in Ty Rollins live, he gave us 6 minutes of live, but that was 30 minutes of partying. That's how you knew it was fake.
No food, no nothing. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, no weed smoke, no real. Everybody was just focused on fake partying. And Monifa does it all the time. But I did a live last night with Monifa at a real party, and it's 46 minutes of them. And I explained that to the people that saw the live. I said, don't y'all notice with this party, it's at least a party length? Ty Rollins ain't a party length, so you could tell it was part of the psyop. Irene's Nobody's was a real party length. And where's the rest of the people at the party? That's not real. We all would have selfies, we all would have videos, and we all would have had lives at different times. So that's why I was like, it's not real. You know what I mean?
How convenient. Look, how convenient from the party there was only 2 lives, and one of them happened to be from Kanika's phone, and was Irene. And then the other one was from Ty. And you got 30 motherfucking kids in the goddamn
It was Monifa's phone.
Yeah, my phone. That's what I meant. Yeah. You got 30 motherfuckers.
Used Kanika's phone in her account. So
Mrs. A wants you to know, can you speak more about why THROWBACKS is still alive?
Oh, THROWBACKS is alive because Zach is alive. And the only reason they had to take THROWBACKS.
Zigga, 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 zigga. House to groove like shoes. Caldwell Banker or Shaq way back at LSU. We jungle brothers, so just us with the fuzz. Hit 'em with the buzz for the close up. Get 'em up, throw something, then it post up. New bread, new heat, nigga toast up. No such thing as Tay without bars. That's like Pixar with no cars. Or seeing a dark skin to barge. Helter skelter, I'm suited for the game. Y'all dressed for failure. Hell, I don't know what else to tell you. No sell like you peddling shellfish. Selfish, spoiled and raw. Got money and work hard for it. Far as piping, it kinda take the pressure off a bit. I don't have to move digits, losing my religion. I don't have to do Twitter, consume and spew the Yiddish. But there's something in them that says go and get them, center them, show them you the sender. This is 308 style, ninth wonder with the owl. Peace to Kapaloo, Deji, Leroy McDowell. Blau, North Hall was the centerpiece. Young Bucks, baby killer bees. Before the days of a Twitter feed, we keep the beats banging. Still swinging like Reby Jackson singing by the centipede. One room studio, no amenities. Let me take 10 to breathe. Benedict's, mommy Benekey. Comfortable, visionary, living 2 extremes. Daddy fat sacks, take 2 of these. James Flames, median, aka Moody. 2 players in the same movie. Best buzz in the same doobie. Ain't come for glory. Show love to the ones before me. It's like the truth is overrated. You know the narrator's a fucking liar, but you still love the story. Describe anointing. What do you believe? Faith is what we made it. The step is for the taking, destined for the takers. The movers and the shakers. Time is now. Turn around, face it. The earth spun around, the world dimmed out. Tried to blame it on the sun like it went down. Where they reside, my heroes forever live now. Horoscope was dead on, couldn't live it down. There's no inventive incentive, we just deliver now. Bring the women out, what you spitting about? One thing certainly, I burn 3rd degree. Somebody let them know we live eternally. Like that, y'all. Get at y'all, harass the track like a cat call. Tigger aka Hacksaw. Jim thuggin' flow so vivid, so fitted, nigga, hats off. When you get a minute past the ball, what a pitch, way past the wall. Fantastic family, they be like, that's the jam. Link up, smash the fans. Thinking of a master plan, all good like a cash advance. All bad like paying back a G when you only borrow half a grand.
too interesting. Heads up, nigga, get a leg up, probably still wouldn't stand a chance. This is fate, no happenstance. Say my mellow, my man.
What up?
My mellow, my man.
What up?
Median, grab the mic and add on like an ampersand.
Life's a beach with ample sand. I'm at ease, I'm a traveling man. Get a visa, viewing the feature with a fabulous glance. Scramble the land, arrogant plans, straight changing the face. Making the case, but taking in patience.
Faith is what you make it, step is for the taking, destined for the takers.
The movers and the shakers, time is now, turn around, face it. The earth spun around, the world dimmed out. Tried to blame it on the sun like it went down. Where they reside, my heroes forever live now. Horoscope was dead on, couldn't live it down. There's no inventive incentive, we just deliver now. Bring the women out, what you spitting about? One thing certainly, I burned 3rd degree. Somebody let them know we live eternally. Let them know we live eternally.
My mans in them, Nicolay, that's my mans in them. My niggas, that's my mans in them. And Ninth Wonder, yo, that's my mans in them. Median,
yo, that's my mans in them. Young Crisis, yo, that's my mans in them. Coolie High, that's my mans in them.
And Zach is because T-Streets was Zach artists, and everybody know it's more money in American rap overseas. So Zach is not American. He already admitted that his father is from Zimbabwe and his mother is like a Jamaican that lived in Germany. So that qualifies him as foreign. Based on him being foreign, I think his father got a tribe and all that, and where he's from, his father is like an important man in that area, and the CIA is in that area. So if his father's an important man in Africa where the CIA is basically like based at, it's nothing for Zach to be coming here and playing a reporter here and doing some other shit here. Don't you notice he always traveled the world? Dudes from the hood ain't going where Zach was going. And Zach didn't carry himself like no black man I ever knew. He was never... He was always on edge. You see how I could kick it with Barack and them, and they all like at ease at all the time. Zach was never at ease. He was always like trying to anticipate because he didn't have a hood answer. He's a book smart dude, so he got to translate what you say from book smart to hood, then use common sense, and then turn it back to hood, and then spit it out hood. You know what I mean? But he's really book smart. So Zach is in Africa. He had to bring T-Streets, but this is how we know they're not real. And this is what you should use for every false flag. As much as Teresa and everybody goes live, don't you notice there's no lives of the murder scenes? Murder scenes are hours and hours long. If anytime you're going to go live and break on police, it would be during a murder scene. So the fact that Jay Money's baby mother saw him got killed and didn't go live during the murder scene, it showed me it was no murder scene. But she went live a couple hours later with a fake dollar store memorial and a Chunky Cheese Photoshop picture. I knew it wasn't real. Secondly, Zach as well. We never seen that car in motion. Those plates came from charity. So charity plates on salvage cars placed in the street with people walking away arguing from a lead shot up Jeep with bullet holes in the front, but they shot them from the side and made them veer off. It's not real. It's a bar across the street. If it was real, we would not have higher up like just 1 minute videos. We would have those videos, but not only that, the same people would have came downstairs because the crime scene is hours long and continued recording. But not only that, people in the street would have been recording. People in the bar would have came out and recorded. We got none of that, so it tells me that that was a squared off scene and nobody was allowed there. That's why we don't have no lies from the crime scene. Common sense. That's how I know people ain't about. They not woke.
Let me address Sakina too. I dated a girl from the islands, and she will say Planet of the Fakes is 100% correct about foreigners being infiltrated into the American country. And she's foreign, and she will say that.
Come police and stuff like that, because in their country they get oppressed by the government. So if they could come to America and get a government job, they gonna do that.
That doesn't make all foreigners bad. Like y'all gotta understand. Like
they're not bad, but I'm letting you know the reason I bring up foreigners here is because if her daughter really died and they was not from this country, the first people they would have got help from was from their country. So the fact that they're foreigners and hiding the fact that they're foreigners make them foreign agents. That's a fact. There are no foreigners here that I'll ask where you from and they won't tell me. You know why? Because you proud to be where you're from. So why?
And that's probably why Teresa has military in her court paperwork that nobody wants to look up.
Yeah, we got to get the affidavit. Once we get the affidavit, we'll be able to confirm that it's actually for her, what it's for, and things like that.
That's cool. I'm working on that. I'm working on that right now, though. I tried to get it.
I don't take it for face value because if you notice, the principal is Janice. That's her mother. So you know she's like supposedly found.
Kit Kat don't do that because she know we're not meaning all foreigners. So don't do that.
Yeah, I already told y'all.
Don't slap on the
if
wrist.
Somebody, see, look.
Lovely son of nobody timed you out. You see what I'm saying? Like nobody.
Think about this, y'all.
I don't know.
Think about this, y'all. Think about what I said. Forget that I said foreigners. If I'm saying Teresa's a foreigner and she's keeping it a secret, she need to focus on that because what I said is fact. Anybody that's a foreigner is not ashamed that they're foreign. So why would somebody that lost their daughter in the freezer that's not getting justice not tell their country? It never happened. It never happened. That's why she's not telling her country, because you wouldn't be going on Facebook for the support. You'll be hitting your consulate because your daughter is foreign as well as you. And if we went to another country and we got found in a freezer, we all be hitting the USA and the USA will put pressure on them. So it's important to bring out the fact she's foreign because as a foreigner, she got more rights than a regular citizen. We could never have another country do anything for us, dear. So it's important you know about the foreign aspect and stop trying to blanket every foreigner for people that's doing what they're doing to you. But we all know that foreigners got little girls dancing at 6 years old in front of grown-ups. We don't do that here like that.
Thank you, ATF. You just made an excellent point. We are paperwork of the so-called African Americans.
Yeah, I don't go with that term African American because you can't be born on like two different continents.
Yeah, he just being politically correct with the statement. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that tells me once we get that term correct. But think about this: us as man, there's no term that another man can make that we are. So once you start taking us anything out of man, woman, boy, and girl, you're not really talking about us. You understand? So just remember that. Because we existed before these terms you're making up, just like the word children. That really didn't come into effect until 1950. People didn't use the word children. That's a made-up commercial term. Before then, it was boy and girl. You even said it on birth certificate.
Bombshell asks, how do you know? Bombshell asks, how do you know for a fact she's foreign?
I know for a fact she's foreign because the name Sataria, her sister uses, is not a first name. It's actually an African last name, and Africans are on her post like, what's up, sis? But not only that, at one time I had a video of Leonora's real sister, who is an African that is handicapped, that people don't even know about. She looked just like her, and she's handicapped. She's in Africa, straight up African. I had her Facebook. I just lost it with a Facebook account. But not only that, we know they're foreign because we can't find American things about them, like family members in other states. We can't even find friends from other states that know them. We also know they're foreign just based on the fact that they didn't go to public school here. Like I was saying earlier, we all have public school pictures where we had students next to us in classes. That's a little proof that you're American. So the fact she can't give us no real Kanika class pictures, at least 2, 3, or 4, it shows us she never went to public school. But not only that, you can just go by a lot of stuff. You could tell that they're foreign based on Teresa's accent. I know y'all ignore that, and a lot of people do. I'm not ignoring that. That's not an American accent. And she uses too many proper words to be acting that ignorant. Think about the radio interview. She was using big words she couldn't pronounce on purpose. Foreigners do that. We don't use certain words. Like I was telling people, if I'm on the 3rd floor and Huggie's on the 2nd floor, I'm not going to say Huggie's below me. I'm going to say Huggie's under us. You understand? And foreigners use words like that, below, and you know what I mean? We don't do that. They use it at the wrong times. You know what I mean? Like I'll say like, all right. They'll be like, all right. You know what I mean? Just little things like that. And you could catch it. But not only that, you could tell they're foreign based on the fact we don't got no lives from them. Don't you notice you have Bombshell? Don't you notice your lives are more articulate and last longer than any lives we got from them? At the age of 19, they would have so much to tell the world that we would have to tell them to shut up if they were American. The only people that can't speak are foreigners. So don't you notice that they only come online bickering and beefing? They do that because, like I told y'all, when I first learned a little bit of Spanish, I only wanted to know the curses, because as a defense mechanism, you want to learn all the bad stuff first. So when we see them acting ignorant, that's their defense mechanism. They just trying to out ratchet you. And only foreigners would try to be ratchet. As Americans, we know we got bad names already. So that's why you always hear people like me, Rec, and other people try to tell us to come on and act better than this, because we already got bad reputation. So we not coming on platforms trying to live up to those stereotypes.
Facts, man.
How I know they're not American. And that's how I know Teresa's not American, because she wouldn't be doing that with her grandkids if she was trying to keep people's eyes on the prize. She'd be talking about California fires.
Word. You know, I pride myself on Tay saying that. She said Canadian people. No, she not. Can't say that. She said that compared to Canada, American people are stupid. And I said in this community, there's people who are smarter than you thought we were. And I pride myself off the fact that you claim to be Canadian and you think by default you're smarter than me. You're not. And
Right.
I told her that. And that's something that only an American person would do. Because I already know we got a negative stereotype, and I'm sick of it. You know what I mean?
So they know better than us. The only difference is the municipality that's in control there is called Canada. Ours is called the U.S. But if we take away the companies, Mexico, U.S., and Canada, we all on America.
And we all
That's
North
actually
America.
North America.
Yeah,
so if she's not saying that's North America, she's not even woke. She's dependent on that same system oppressing her.
Word. It was some question I want to address too. Let me go back up. Tawana mentioned something.
What I'm from Brooklyn.
Lovely Tawana. Damn. Let me scroll on my phone. Wow, damn, Xsplit shit. Tawana said, "Can somebody just tell me the purpose of all this? Why is our government allowing their government to use our TV channels, government entities, and etc. to do all of this?"
Oh, I can answer that.
I would love to answer that, but go ahead, one of y'all.
Yeah. Basically what it is I always talk about the Smith-Mundt Act, and when that was passed, it became legal for our government by means of the mainstream media propaganda to influence the American people. Why? Why not? If you can influence the American people through emotions, you can encourage them to vote a certain way. You can encourage them to, go into a state of panic. You can encourage them to feel like they're not safe when they are safe. You can make people hand you their privacy with their own free will, because you are making them feel like something is happening that's not. You now have to go 2 hours before your flight shows up, because you have to go through customs in which you're practically stripped down, bent over. I mean, in some cases you are. Why? Because they said, after 9/11, now, you're not safe. You're not safe. We have to be, that people are doing this and this. So we have to have access to everything that you do on your phone. We have to have cameras. So it's because of the propaganda fed to us through the mainstream media. And then also, it's a money thing too. You know how many millions of dollars were collected with the last, the Parkland school shooting? Do you know, it's insane. It was something just for that police department or whatever, it was 44 million or something that they had requested and received. They have changed so many laws already in various states based on one PSYOP, because they made it to where if you don't care about signing over your rights, these, in the gun laws, then you don't care about the lives of children. That's literally
Perfect point.
So that's why it's to control and to, it's to control while making you believe, if you are not
A believer.
making you believe that you're not being controlled. It's a beautiful and terrible thing at the same time. So
Can I add to your gun point just real quick? Because when you said that if you're not with guns, you're not with the kids, they also had a point at one time when they were saying to support gun control because only white people want guns. Who remembers that? Remember when Obama was here and they was like, y'all only want guns to only white people, and they was trying to get the guns taken based on the fact that only the racist NRA wants guns. Everybody else didn't want guns. So I just wanted to add to that when Miss Crenshaw said, if you're not with the children, then you know what I mean? I just wanted to add with that because they said it with guns too.
But yeah, does that answer the question? Or
Good morning, Chase and True. I think a lot of this stuff is, no pun intended, foreign to people when they hear it. So of course they soak it all in, but and no offense to Drop or anybody else out there in this community is unaware of psyops, false flags, and y'all are unaware of what goes on in the government. So when you hear this stuff, it's easy to soak it in and keep it to yourself and believe it for so long and keep hoping and hoping when you don't realize that this shit has been going on so many fucking times. This is like a fucking repeated cycle after cycle, and foreigners have been playing these games for so long, but y'all just found it out for the first time. I.e. Boston bombing, Euro shooting, Orlando shooting, Sandy Hook. You know what I'm saying? They pull that shit off at a grand scale. This Kanika shit is like Pebble to a boulder. Small. It's easy to pull that off. Easy. They pulled off a school shooting that didn't exist. A school shooting.
right. Oh.
In broad daylight.
Yeah.
With children involved. And Robbie Parker comes out there. You ready to get started? My name is Robbie Parker. Like, yo, come on. Like, and sometimes they slip up on purpose to see how
Smiling and stuff.
They slip up to see how intelligent the American mind is, because they're foreigners too. The Robbie Parker.
Well, that was the first. Sandy Hook was the first major one with the school shooting. So they made mistakes in that one that they learned from. Like they had at one, or like all the photographs of like the quote unquote victims. They all ended up having the same metadata, so they had to so they learned. But so that they get a little bit better with fooling us every time they do one of these things. And that's why the censorship gets so like out of control when right after a psyop. That's the only time they really care about what you have to say about something like this. Because right after it happens, they got to keep the general public believing the narrative.
You know what's so disappointing? That it's 2018, we're going to 2019, and this device in my hand, and this device that we use, and the device that we're all using to come together to ask these questions, you should be researching. Never feel like you're satisfied. Let me make sure I look at the camera when I say this shit. Never feel satisfied with knowing enough. There's always something to learn. Never feel satisfied. I'm never satisfied. You ever satisfied, Crenshaw?
No, there's always more things that I gotta like figure out, find out, continue to research, follow up on. I mean, always.
Reckless, are you ever satisfied with
as soon
knowing
as you
enough?
think that you might be satisfied a little with one thing, they pull something else, and now you gotta, see what's really going on there.
Right.
It's just a never-ending.
Like I would tell you people right now, Trayvon Martin was once a psyop as well. You know how many people would like soak that in? They'll be like, nah, the hell wrong with him? But then you'll say that without researching. I tell people, go research this shit. Look it up.
Okay. Bombshells in the chat. She said research Columbine first. Now, this is just my opinion, my personal opinion. I believe Columbine was real. A couple reasons. The one reason is because this
here all day. I ain't gonna
passed
talk
the
about that.
Smith-Mundt Act. So it's before they made it legal to really do that. Not that I would put it past them to do it, but the reason why I believe it's real is because there's video. They actually you got to ask yourself, does it make sense in 2018 that in a building, a school building that has 12 to 18 cameras inside of it, that they don't show us none. But what was it, 20 years ago? They were able to show us camera, all angles, every story matched up. And you could see people getting shot, crawling for their lives. I mean, there's at a time when it would have been perfectly acceptable to not have anything on camera, because back then not all schools even had cameras.
Ty
But
said,
I feel like it's real.
Ty said not
Yeah, I
everything.
think Columbine was
Ty
real.
said not
I mean, I
everything.
do.
Ty said not everything is a conspiracy. Majority of the shit around you is a conspiracy.
I agree. I don't believe anything's a
Hold on.
conspiracy.
Let me say this to Tasha. Your life is a conspiracy. You know how deep that is? Tell me what you think about that, Tasha.
And I'm a realist and a factualist. I follow the facts. I investigate everything independent, like everything on its own. I don't look at everything like a damn conspiracy. I hate that stereotype. Don't put that on me.
Yeah, like for example, you know the Jody Musa. You know how mind blowing. Like, are people still commenting on the fact that you found that the girl had relatives in Ghana, and they were there in that country?
Oh, now they say that that it was the boyfriend because, and they, you know, he had text her or whatever, and I'm like, since when? Don't even get me started. I don't even want to get into that. Like that.
You know the mom not there from here.
The big mind.
Yeah.
Days.
Like she had like the Memphis shirt on. Like, oh, that chick wasn't even from here. Like, can't nobody verify what school she went to. She has no information in her fucking background that she was even living here ever.
But you want to know what they have? But you want to know what they do have in their background?
What?
People, their Facebook speaking to them in a different language.
Yep.
Live in where was it? So far, a place I never even liked. Yeah. So I mean, all I could find when the further back you go, all you can really prove is that they're not from here.
Yeah, Misha, we put in that work.
Man, that was when I said to myself, I said, "Oh my God, Planet of the Fakes was motherfucking right." Like,
I ain't gonna lie, that's the thing that made me like, damn, man, this shit.
I was
real,
like, you know what?
Foreign agents, yo.
It just might be. Like,
never heard anyone say it before, but Kanika was a share and a die trending post on Facebook Messenger 2 years ago before the incident. Ooh.
I'm still here, bro. I didn't pass out yet.
Hey, I'm finna pass out. Look, I'm finna pass. Listen, I'm finna pass out. So look. That 1738 had a question. 1738. Let me see. Oh shit.
Pass out this motherfucker.
How do we know when we get breaking news of this crazy mess? I took that shit to heart and pulled my kids out of school that day. God damn it, get my phone. The Xsplit be like, fuck reading that. I'm gonna scroll, give you the new comment. Hold on real quick. Okay.
How do you know? By looking at by looking at things for what they are. Investigating first of all the people that are involved. When you investigate,
hey, what's up, Mr. Lane?
Comes back to them being CIA agents and you know involved with the FBI. When you look at the fact that they didn't let any medical professional go inside of the school, none of these they all have certain things in common, right? No medical professionals are allowed inside to access the situation. It seems to be all handled by whoever they have there, the staff or the police officers there at the scene, or whatever FBI shows up, right? So it's all handled by them. When you research the people involved, you see their connections to, I mean, the last shooting, the key players were connected to what? To CNN, to the FBI, to the CIA. I mean, there's so many different things to look at, and it takes, you know, a little bit of research. But the more you research it, as time goes on, like with this last one with Parkland, on the first day I said, "Oh no way, no," because I don't even like stuff to be fake. I hate like to have to be the one to be like, "Oh man," because I was like, not again. And then it's same script. Y'all use the same script, really?
Yeah.
Like. What, same script, like, and then the shooter, it's always the same story. Had a background where, you know, they were taught how to use guns because guns are
bullied. Was bullied in high school.
Yeah, it was the kid, you know, the misfit kid that everybody knew. Always mental illness. You want to know why? Let me tell you something else to watch out for. What they're trying to do, what they're trying to change a law into right now, which is already the case in some places, is has a mental illness will not have the right to have you basically lose your Second Amendment rights. You cannot have a firearm if you have any form of mental illness. The reason why that is so terrifying is because, according to the CDC, 1 in 2 Americans has what they consider to be a mental illness. The mental illness umbrella is so huge that it literally affects 1 in 2 Americans. 50% of us, half of us. So off top, half of us don't have any rights to own a firearm. So I don't want to bore. I don't know if this, if you people are even into this or even want to hear all this, but.
No, let me tell you something. Huggie, you got 226 people up in this motherfucker at 7. What? This is crazy.
Yeah. We've been educated.
Wow.
We've been listen, listen, for those who just got here, for those who haven't really understand what the hell's going on, this was supposed to be a one-on-one versus a bunch of different people who had issues. And this ended up being very informative, I must say.
What do you mean, Crenshaw said, well, Crenshaw, don't assume people don't research just because they don't come to your conclusions. What are you talking about? When did I say that someone researched?
And ladies, I'm not talking sexual tonight, so I know y'all tuning in thinking that Rob going to say something freaky and nasty. That's probably what it is, too. They think I'm going to say something. I ain't doing it tonight.
Yo!
Well, this morning, yes, 8 o'clock now.
Morning wood time.
I ain't going to do it tonight, ladies, so...
Morning wood. Ladies, if you
just getting up... Planet's not muted, is he? It doesn't say muted, but
I can't mute nobody, so I know he ain't muted. It's a external plug, and it ain't internal. I can't mute nobody. He probably chilling though, probably doing something. They can't.
You notice that 20 people left the room
you're muted,
after I said that.
Face. Let me check my my hangout. Now you're here. You're muted. I don't know what's going on. I can't mute nobody though. I can only mute myself.
That's crazy.
But yeah, for those who missed it earlier today, we were supposed to have book. Yeah, loud and clear, bro. I got you. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm pretty sure you want to say something in the face.
No, I ain't have nothing to say, but I want to tell you, sure that Trump repealed that. Yeah, Obama did have that mental health people couldn't have firearms. Trump repealed that. I did a video.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what they're like going for. Yeah. That umbrella. You know what I mean? And there's like loopholes, or like in Florida, for example, they have like the Baker Act to where anyone at any point, any medical, like a nurse, even a nurse at a school, like a cop, any official can say that you need to be Baker Acted, then fall under that umbrella of mental illness. So there's loopholes or whatever.
They got something new now also. They got something called high risk, and anybody that has like a legal gun, somebody can make an anonymous call to the police station and say that you acting frantically, and the police arrive to your house, no questions asked, and they just take your gun. So be careful, all you people out there bragging about having CCWs, because they can make anonymous calls, say you bragging and boasting on the internet, and they don't feel safe with you having one, and police can arrive and just take your joint. They actually kill people in that process. Just answering the door with your gun, not knowing police is coming, and killing people. So be careful, people.
Hey, bro, my dad said, bro, when that shit got hot with that DCS shit, he said, man, you better hurry up and move. He said, hurry up and move, because he said you license to carry, you got a lot to lose. They'll fuck your life up, bro, if they keep coming back. He said, get away from all that shit and just let all that shit go. That's exactly what I did. Stuff, right? Yeah, real talk.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. We got to stop thinking that public is the best policy. You got nothing to hide. It's not about having nothing to hide. It's about basically you giving your whole life away. And remember that time that Chosen used to have those panels, the hot seat, asking all those banking questions and shit? How many, mother maiden names did he get? How many what high school you went to? What was your first boyfriend's name? So y'all gotta be careful, man, because y'all really opened yourself up to people based on KJ, KJ, not a psyop, because we didn't start thinking it was fake. We got in this thinking it was real, educated people did research and found out different, but a lot of people use that to do a whole bunch of stuff that don't got nothing to do with upliftment or caring about people, man.
Word, man. So let me break down what happened. So what happens here? It was supposed to be a panel where people get to address each other. I called it YouTube WrestleMania. It was going to be the attempt to hash out issues, and we get past things, and we somehow hopefully dead the beef amongst many YouTubers. The first particular set of YouTubers was going to be Bugs and Drop, and apparently Bugs denied wanting to do it. I was unaware of this before I even started the live. I started the live. Drop was nowhere on the panel. He wanted to get on the panel, but he wasn't there. Crenshaw was here as an unbiased mediator, just like myself. We was gonna moderate amongst each other. That was gonna be an even playing field where people do their thing or whatever. To this moment, Drop never got on the panel. So once we realized nothing was happening, Reckless wanted to get on the panel. Reckless, you still there? I don't know if he's still here or not. Let me look at the hangout. Nah, he
Reckless
gone.
was killing it.
Yeah, he
That's
gone.
why I said, let me get on the panel.
Yeah,
Reckless was killing it.
yeah, he gone. But
Man,
yeah,
Reckless
shout out to
was
Reckless though.
killing it.
Yeah, shout out to Reckless. But anyway, Reckless was here. He asked a question about Chancery Court, and we wanted to. And of course, I had set of rules. Certain people couldn't get up here because I didn't want them to be addressing no personal issues, because this was about people who really wanted to. Not saying they didn't want to, but long story short, Drop gets up here to address the whole Chancery thing because we asked Alicia. Alicia said, "Nah, you made the rule, this, that, and the third." I said, "Okay, fine." Drop gets up here, and the shit went left. It went on some over emotional shit. He started yelling, and it got real stupid and
I would have
weird.
loved to hear what he said about that. Because remember, this was the guy that told me Teresa didn't tell us that was a fake Kanika because it was a gag order, which made no sense because she knew about fake Kanikas as soon as she seen the footage in September. You understand? So if she had a gag order in September, like, come on, y'all, it's fake. No mother would let an actress play their daughter. Nobody.
Nobody. Yo, and I remember this, bro. I think me and you both, like, if we was to write a book, I think we both could remember every single damn detail about all this shit.
And for the record, I did have 11,000 subs when Straight Drop had 1,000 subs, y'all. So, you know what I mean? I reached 6 million views in 10 days. Those 6 million views, that wasn't from me getting information and, regurgitating it from Kate or nobody like that. It was just getting the facts of it, computer voice, and just bringing it to y'all. And that's what we do. Y'all probably didn't have time to read those articles. I brought it to y'all in computer voices. So all the people that don't like the computer voice, well, I don't like reading 20 and 30 paragraphs to people. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody that want to read for me, let me know. Besides that, a computer is going to be reading to y'all. And that's all I was doing. You know what I mean? So that's it. That's all I did was bring people what they didn't want to read. A lot of people can't read. So whether you like my channel or not, it's not for everybody. It might be for people that just can't read but want to know what that article's about.
Mm-hmm. And then Angel just said, who funds Black Lives Matter? George Soros.
Soros
does.
George Soros.
Right.
The boogeyman of YouTube. and media in general.
Those women are foreigners. Do y'all research on them as practice. I don't know too many Americans that perpetrating groups called black anything with the last name Garza. Not saying Garza is not a black name, but look at the origins of the name. A lot of people are not doing that, and that's why we'll be thinking that certain names are American names, and they really not. But that lady that is a founding member, her last name is Garza. Look at her. She looked like she could be down with Teresa and them from like a Brazilian country. Look at the other ones. They not black women. So that's why they don't really support real black issues. They don't support black family, and they don't support black on black violence. I mean, they don't battle black on black violence.
Hey, what do you think about Teresa saying calling Zillionaire charcoal face?
Oh, yeah, I know that. Basically, Zillionaire flagged me, and that's what I was saying earlier.
Charcoal face?
Call her
Yeah, I'm
Choco.
just
Okay,
saying.
yeah, that's what Teresa said. Choco.
Yeah,
But
but that
she's
lets you
so
know she's
light
not
skinned.
American.
I
That
I
lets you
said
know
that in
she's
my
not
video,
American.
and I think that kind of set certain people off. I get it. You know what I mean?
Think about that. Why would she do that if she goes on her way not to offend white people, but then goes to degrade and humiliate black people? She's not American because her daughter was the darkest one in that crew next to Bree Bree. So for her to say that, she's just showing that ignorant side that she's trying to portray as American women. And I don't know too many American women that would have lost their daughter for any reason, then come on there and go at somebody's physical attributes. She don't look like the best looking woman in the world anyway. You understand? People was calling them slow and people were defending them on that. So for her to come on here and go at anybody's physical characteristics, it shows the people going at hers, they weren't too far off doing it.
Word.
You know, we don't want to hear about that. Tell us where the ticket from the 6 came from. That's why I said this ain't real. Because no mother in their right mind would have done all that foolish stuff she did before she got down to the bottom of everybody's questions. And the fact that women could ignore that and act like they on some, and I'm saying women specifically, because the majority of her support are women. And the fact that women could sit there and support a woman that's keeping everybody in the dark for any reason, but sitting there asking your kids to protest, risk their life, and hold animosity against a phantom establishment and maybe race of people is wrong. And that's what they're doing to our children. We're sitting there giving them this blanket boogeyman of innocent people that never done nothing to them as people that done something to them. You understand? And we got to cut that out because all it's doing is sending us to jail and getting us killed. Because think about it. Everybody's calling it a race thing. You understand? Everybody's calling it a race thing. Oh, she can't get this because of race. So we got to cut that out because a lot of people are paying the price for fake race-driven false flags, man.
Word. Man, look, it's been a long live. Callie, if you in here, he did say, man, you ain't gonna do this shit for 2 hours. You're gonna do it for about 4. We did 5, I think. And for the record, you know, there's no issue. There's no beef with Straight Drop. I think
Not on our end.
Yeah, I ain't got
and
no.
I let people always know I don't got no beef with Straight Drop. I actually admitted what he said was true. I started the flagging thing, and it all started because the Ice Cooper clip. Yeah, I'm the one that started the flagging thing because of the Ice Cooper clip. He created the Ice Cooper clip. I made a video saying that shit was bullshit. He came up in the comments talking about I was hating. I said if I was hating, stop using my videos because the highest videos on his channel was videos he took from me. He took the Kanika brother, which we mistaken for that light-skinned dude with the dreads, and he took the Tanasia Walker full video from me. And that got him the majority of his subscribers, you understand? So I was telling him, if I'm a hater, get my videos off your channel. He didn't remove them, and I did a copyright strike just like Zillionaire did. The only thing was that after that, he basically called me a cop. He admitted later on that anybody that flagged him twice is a cop. So he came on YouTube. I was the first T-Streets. That's what I was telling y'all. Because he called me a cop, he called me a fed, and he called me Kate during her 4,000 people in her chat shit with the fake Charles G. None of y'all could survive that in the first days of Kanika. You understand? So I'm on 30 channels, millions of views, and all that, but I don't get credit for it. But
You know, you know, you know, you know.
I'm the king. Yo, back with that new to tell you where I come from. Sing a song so I could never be unsung. They think I'm on some being fair weather. It's just my unsum. But don't care whether you shake your tail feathers or your pom-poms. Razor sharp, nigga, bong bong. It's a bad time to be an MC if you ain't rhyming right. I spit that China white, nigga, call it Hong Kong. Hit the city to see one of my schoolmates. Making 6 figures, but she still got a roommate. Just to have a downtown apartment and some outfits. And you asking why I never leave the South? Shit. Take some time to dream. Peace of mind's a delightful thing. This is the life of kings.
And we got it.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Hey, that's a cut. So we're gonna have to set up for crit next. Have missed his flight, so that's kind of where we're at. We just have to go straight to crit.
I know the verse.
Ma, they ain't putting you in a video. Ma, no, just no.
But I know the verse. Real talk, I know the verse.
Yo, people be confused how I move with the utmost respect, and yet I get my due. And true, I got nothing to prove, could be my new objective, but let's not object to truth. On days like these, I count my blessings and say my dreams out loud when I wake up. The voice up inside of my head telling Ev, let's get on the day and out of this bed. Kiss my mother, gave my daughter a pound. Then she hugged me, then she turned around. In my time, the life of a king is undefinable. The closest we might get is pressed up to the vinyl though. Shit, take some time to dream. Peace of mind's a delightful thing. This is the life of kings.
Big Crit shot. Now some consider me a tyrant, cause I'd rather push chariots, dodging them sirens, trunk beating like violence, searching for me a vibrant thing. More concerned with what books I read than what side I claim. Got a vision to be veteran, with a future brighter than a writer deciphering light by time of citizen. Plus you remind me of a derelict, relishing on relishments, too busy throwing rocks at my throne to find a cheddar sip. I'm the type of king you probably see Coretta with. Country bred, country raised and intelligent. Rosebud lifestyle and yours is peddlers. The hand of God and mine you shouldn't meddle with. My reign's benevolent. Ever since I fell out the womb, I was destined to conquer melodies. So take some time to dream. Peace of mind's a delightful thing. This is the life of kings.
Big Crit. EV.
This is the life of kings.
And new tickle, new tickle, new tickle, new tickle, new tickle, new tickle. This is the life of kings. Feel good. Good like oxtails from Lee's Kitchen, nigga. Yeah.
Because people get tired of that, but I'm the one who flagged first, you understand? But the flags didn't even stay because they took the channel from him calling me a cop and making me like some enemy to the whole JFK community. So in a way, I resented it because, believe it or not, instead of what I got now of truthers, who knows, we could have had 100,000 truthers that knew they was foreigners if that didn't occur. You understand? So we got to be careful of what limits we going to go to be the man, the woman, or whatever, because we could be destroying our own future in the process. It could have been 100 Miss Crenshaws. Never know if I never got flagged from the 11,000 channel when Kate was at 400 subs. You never know.
There can never be 100 Miss Crenshaws.
You would not. I don't mean Miss Crenshaws, mean you, but I mean women. I mean women that basically doing the research and ready to come out and show other people that it's not true. It's not too many people coming out doing that. But who's to see how much talent we didn't bring out from not letting people be? And that even goes with straight drop channels. Who knows what talent could have came from channels he didn't lost, rob anybody, chosen anybody. Once we got into that, we fucked up the platform because whatever truths we have there is not there for the future, Word. And that's all I'm saying. That's why we got to get out of this, because we just teaching people under us what to do to us. And that's why I always told my Kanikavellians, I don't got to worry about straight drop, because whatever straight drop is doing, all he's doing is teaching people under him what to do to him. So that's why I didn't have to really keep going and going and going, because I'm like, if people gonna believe what they're gonna believe, people can say whatever they want to say. And I'm not saying he's lying or anything. I'm just saying that it got to a point where people just rolled with the messenger. Forget the message. I trust he's gonna get us to the promised land, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's why I give everybody their respect, even King Rob. You understand? We could disagree all we want, but King Rob is the one that said, let me do Anisha here, y'all do what y'all doing there. And even if he has to put our names in it, we should still be mature enough to know what he's doing, why he's doing it, and not be offended at it. You know what I mean? I'm not co-signing any illegal stuff. I'm not co-signing any illegal stuff. But think about this. If somebody telling lame brain, wild, non-true stories and just start throwing your name in it, what makes it factual? The fact that he putting your name in it? No, yeah, you know what I mean? Nothing makes it factual. It was a lying story. You know what I mean? So that's why it's like we really just gotta be mature. Because think about it. He did all of that and we did whatever we did. What did it stop? The videos are still there. He's still here. It stopped nothing. Think about it. The videos of him saying that we all involved in one way is still here. We showed them it was all a lie and it did nothing. So at the end of the day, and that's the same thing with the beefing. That's why I don't get involved with the beefing, because the same way we could beef with each other, 6 months down the line, people will make amends and it looks stupid later. I go to your channel 11 months ago. I see you dissing Huggie. Now we the best friends on panels. It looks kind of weird. And it's the same pattern going over and over again. That's why I asked him if he took his videos down. Because if he took his down, I'll take mine down. But as long as there's evidence up, if you throwing dirt on my name for no reason, I got to leave up to response. That's common sense. And that's for anybody. And y'all do the same thing, right? Like if somebody got a video of y'all and y'all did a response, you're not going to take down your response and just let their original video rock unrebutted. Because anything unrebutted makes it true.
Sakina, I hope you know that.
Sakina said you believe
5'2". Ja Rule about 5'4". His voice deeper than Planet Face.
Better not be 5'2", Planet Face.
She better not hear hubby say that. Now I'm 5'10". I was writing 300 pounds before.
I'm 6 feet tall. Yeah.
She said asking for a friend.
Yeah, for a friend.
My email. Ain't no rings on my finger. No rings on my finger.
Word up. Love connect.
Yeah.
I also want to tell you, I got a good chemistry, man. You know what I mean? I enjoyed listening to Reckless, Huggie, YouTube, BK Rob. Y'all got a good chemistry, man. I just wanted to tell y'all that.
Man, we need some more. We need some more voices, man. I'm gonna set some things
Yeah,
up. We need some
do.
more. We need some more.
Huggie,
We need
Huggie
some more.
know how we talk.
Voices.
We know how we talk, right?
World news, man.
We need some more. We need some more voices that used to be like right in the middle, and we're gonna hook that up, man. Cause I mean, let's just keep it. I'm gonna keep it real, yo. Like, this is what a lot of people don't want: education. Like, we could just have you. We can make y'all laugh. We can make y'all think. We can make y'all open your mind. You know what I'm saying? And some of the people ain't gonna be able to soak this shit in. But remember, we ain't aiming to reach everybody. We aiming to reach somebody. Cause somebody's listening. Somebody's J4K right now thinking like, man, I learned a lot just sitting here.
Maybe I need to research.
Cause out of 216, we ain't seen this shit go below 200 in 5 hours. And we ain't even throw people under the bus all this time. We've been talking about information, like everything, you know what I mean? So somebody's learning. There's too many people in here for not one person to be like, man, this is real.
Oh yeah.
And the thing about the truth is talking about facts is it's easy to explain. It's easy to prove. It's easy to break down something when you're telling the truth. You know, it's easy to back it up with facts. So that's a difference too.
Hey, and also I want to address something. Y'all got this saying called "truth don't need no help." That's not true. I don't know who made that saying up, but truth does need help. Truth needs help, because think about it. The truth is they foreign. If I wasn't there and the Kanikavellians wasn't there to help people see that, y'all would have never seen that. You understand? So I wanted to also answer something else that Bombshell said. How did we know Teresa's foreign? If you look up her eviction cases and things like that, her lawyer that she got now is an immigration lawyer. What do Americans need immigration lawyers for?
Exactly. They don't even know nothing about that. Like majority of the shit we talking about, they don't even know. Majority of J4K have no, and I don't want to say majority, a very big majority of J4K probably don't know 90% of the shit we talking about. They're pretty much no different than the people that don't know that what we learn on the internet is like, because if you don't go to the internet, all you're gonna hear in the media is she died of hypothermia, went in a freezer, drunk, walked there, and that was it. They are no different than the people outside of the community or the internet world where you learn more information. So you come here and you say Kinika's killed, and y'all will talk about this shit for hours and don't know how she was killed. That's the funny thing.
It's been a year.
Yeah, like, and I politely was asking many people like, yo, how was she killed? Can't tell me an actual honest answer. Was she drowned? Was she strangled? Was she killed? Was she choked? Was she raped? What rape? Did she get beat up? And who did it? Was it Shamaya? Was it Irene? Was it? You know what I'm saying? Like these, the beverage man. How can the beverage manager and Rob be the killer? Are you saying that Rob somehow co-conspired with the fucking beverage manager on opening day of Chicago Fire and killed her?
No, but think about this. If no killing took place and Rob was there, imagine Straight Drop was just proving that Rob was there and no murder took place. It would be more realistic. Imagine Straight Drop came to the conclusion that it was fake and Rob was there. Guess what? Rob, and this is why I'm going to have to let Rob off the hook. Think about this. If Rob was there, if any of us was involved, we would have exclusive Kanika material. Rob ain't pull out no exclusive Kanika material yet. Straight Drop ain't pull out no exclusive Kanika material yet. Maliki ain't pull out no. So anybody saying that people was there at the hotel that's on YouTube, that shit is stupid and ridiculous. The only people that could honestly say that would probably be Scoop Gang. Because Scoop Gang had got exclusive Monique for people never seen before. But I'm not even throwing Scoop Gang at being there. But that's more realistic than believing these YouTubers is there. Y'all don't think Rob will have exclusive behind the scenes of it? Yeah, he needed it for Melanin Stories. That's how you know that the Melanin Stories ain't even true and he was never in the hotel. Because if he was there, he would have video on his phone. Like, come on, y'all, Melanin just gave me these, but it was really from him.
Right.
You don't have none of that. That's common sense shit. But you let these messengers take common sense from y'all getting caught up in their narratives. And this is why y'all know more about Anisha than y'all know about Teresa not being American. Narratives, be careful.
I'm talking about, bro, Bombshell, they just got an address and found out where she lived and everything. They found out where I work. The people that called my job, people found out everything amongst us. And allegedly, we'll just say allegedly, people are being hacked. And ain't nobody hacked Crown Plaza, Vivo Tech, Rosemont PD.
Yeah, I've been saying that. Nobody wanted to roll up and pull up on Crown Plaza, but you pulling up on each other on YouTube. It's ridiculous. And I told people, that's no difference than hooking up with a girl. But us being a man, that's kind of animalistic. What do animals do in the jungle? Men bang on the males bang on their chest and they go for the alpha male shit. What's the alpha male shit? Depending on the species, they do certain shit. So now we looking at alpha males on YouTube. What do the alpha males do? Oh, pull up. Let's meet up like men. Like, you got to think about it. It's no different than opposite attracted with the women. You attracted to a woman. You say what you got to say to meet them. So think about it. If you're attractive to a man, you say what you got to say to meet them. I'll fuck you up to meet them. You know what I mean? Like, we got to get out of that. Because you're going to do that for a million people that got a problem with you. It's not tangible. And it's not practical. So that's why I'm the type, like, I'm not going to meet up with a million, so I'm not going to meet up with one. Because if you're not prepared to meet them all, why meet one? It's going to make you look bad when you don't meet that 100th and one. So it's the same even with beef. You got to do it right online. Like, why respond to the one if you ain't going to respond to the million?
Right. Well, I want to also say this. All y'all went to that fake ass website and people talking about people being hacked. How y'all know Rosemont ain't hack y'all asses? You know, they never wondered about that. You know how many people went there probably didn't have a VPN?
Yep, I'm worried about it because with that software they had, I never seen it before. It came with its own player as an exe file. That's normally like program files that basically do exactly what Huggie's saying.
That's what it crashed my. I'm almost positive that that's what crashed my laptop.
It's possible because programs
on the site that pretty much that day. That's all I went to, and then I did a live on it, and then I had no drivers. I had to reinstall my drivers.
Yup, and that's what happens. It went in your registry. It went in your registry of your computer, and they normally go in your registry to give themselves access to stuff. So yeah, it could have been hacked from there, and that was another thing. that XEE file was weird. But also, Huggie, on your last live, you brought up the woman that was the first one on Periscope with it. I actually got her name and stuff like that. She's still on YouTube. It was Suddanese. You know what I mean? Suddanese, and it's spelled like SUDANIZE. And that was the lady that had the irrelevant 3-hour videos of absolutely nothing that everybody swarmed to. But I also wanted to commend Huggie on bringing up the Trayvon Martin. I don't know too much about Trayvon. I wrote for justice like everyone else, not going too far after I saw how tall he was and that they put out kid pictures just like Kanika. But the reason I brought up Trayvon Martin and how Huggie's saying that it was a psyop, based on just what Huggie's saying, no research, no nothing. The same lawyer for the Trayvon Martin is the lawyer for the guy that got shot in Alabama. It would be retarded of me to think a psyop lawyer worked on Trayvon Martin's whose case wasn't real, but it got settled anyway, and then think this Alabama is real based on that same lawyer. So you can also use that as a tactic too. Look at what lawyers they use. You know, so I just want to commend Huggie on that. And maybe you might have to start doing live showing people how these other ones were psyops too. And one day we might be able to put them together, because I would like to see that Trayvon Martin joint broken down.
Word. Indeed. And I tell people this, we need to learn the law. People don't understand that Trayvon was about 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", right?
Yeah, the man was a giant.
Like, big as a motherfucker, right? And Zimmerman is small. Whether y'all like to believe it or not, losing the fight is grounds of self-defense, as long as he shoot with the intent to get the guy off of him. If he shot him more than once, it would have been premeditated murder based on the actual gunshot to the chest. You see what I'm saying? So technically, in a sense, that's self-defense. But you can't tell most people that because they don't learn the law. It's kind of like right now. Oh, this is the living room. My front door is right here, right? Do y'all know the law only keeps me safe if the person is in my home? They have to be in my home. If they walk out that door and I shoot them while they walking out the door, I'm going to jail. That's not self-defense. Now, at best, I'll get manslaughter.
Yeah, I know about that. That's called the castle law, what you bringing up. And that's the right to defend yourself in a home or whatever. But I wanted to say this. If Trayvon basically saw a dude following him and like warned him to stop following him, Trayvon could have took that as a threat in his life as well. Right. You understand? Yeah, so it's a double-edged sword, because assaulting somebody is not actually touching them. It's actually coming in a distance where you could be harmed at. And it don't even got to be close. It could be even across the street. If somebody's following you from even across the street, you got a right to tell them to stop doing that. Because believe it or not, they can shoot you from across the street. So just keep that in mind. Because back in the days, why you think people don't walk up on strangers? I'm going to give you the origins of that. Because back in the days, they had a knife problem. And people basically, that's why you right now, y'all need concealed carry permits. It actually come from like the medieval times, because everybody had to show their sword, and a concealed sword was illegal because people would be talking, have a concealed sword. Next thing you know, they would stab you to death and rob you. So that's why they never let people walk in a stab distance. They'll be like, stop, who goes there? Because you could never let people get in weapons range, because more than likely they would probably kill you.
Word.
It's the same going on here. Trayvon could have had that mentality. Like, this dude is close enough to harm me. And I've been there before. And I damn near go there every time I get into physical altercations. Normally, you'll get a warning that a physical altercation is coming. And I'll tell myself, I say, hey, if this person does this, I'm just going to fight right then and there. I'm going to probably hit him. And 9 times out of 10, they'll do that next level thing and we'll get into a fight. And it's the same with Trayvon. He could have been walking and said, I'm going to go around this corner. If this guy, and I'm just saying this as if it was real, not even a fake thing Huggie said. But if I go around this corner and this guy follow me around this corner, I'm going to turn around, ask him what's up, and swing on him. Go around the corner, the dude goes with you. You turn around, ask him what he doing, you swinging on him. And that's that.
Word.
And that's why it's like a double edge with the Trayvon, but it's not about it being real or fake. It's about the scenario they gives us. The scenario is what brings us into it and divides us. they giving us benefits of the doubt, which will never stand up in any court. Because if we separated by benefit of the doubt, imagine people that want to go back to their families on jury duty is gonna feel. So that's why, as the public, we got to stand together. This way, the juries will start standing together.
Word. Well, anybody got anything else to say? We're gonna get up out of here. Man, I really enjoyed this. This was shit. I have to rank this bitch up to like probably top 5, at least top 5 lives, at least top 3. This is more informative than anything. We did less bullshit on here.
Yeah, that beef ain't gonna last long. You know what I mean? You know.
Yeah.
It takes two to tango.
Yeah. So I have to change the title of this shit. What I'm gonna change it to? J4K on trial?
Nah, just a panel. I don't know. I like the title.
Open panel, J4K on trial. Yeah, I gotta change this title because I address is part 6. This is not addressing. We ain't addressing nobody. This is not what happened.
They're not gonna let you address nothing. They're not gonna let you. They too divided. They would have to sit down first. All the J4Ks would have to sit down first and settle what they gotta settle. Then they would come to us with the finished product. But it would make no sense for us to go at a Zillionaire's theory and then Michaela, then a Str8. It would make no sense. They would all have to come together. Then from that, they would have one master theory. Whatever is based on is based on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But why would we just go for 1 million theory creators when all those theory creators need to come together? Because they obviously gonna be warring with each other. That's why I never cared about Straight Drop and Chosen, because it could only be one.
Right.
You understand? And it's gonna be the same with the regular J4Ks, and it could only be one correct theory for them.
What's up, world? Good morning.
Alright, what up, world knows? It can't be 10 and 20 theories. It could only be one murder theory, y'all. So we not looking for 10 and 20 people to be right like these people following.
Right.
You understand? Only gonna be one.
It's simple. You know what I mean? So, hey, at the end of the day, we start saying this shit. They say, well, y'all don't believe it's not a psyop. Why y'all J4K? See? That's how that work.
They don't believe that it was an accident. Why they keep talking about it as J4K? The news said it was an accident. We got every right to say that it's fake every day, the same way they got a right to say she was murdered every day.
Right. Tip and Tat was good. Good morning. 313 in the building. I see Princess. Everybody waking up, huh? Yeah, uniquely made. Hey, good morning to you. You've been here for a minute. Who been here since the beginning and ain't went to sleep yet?
Oh, I want to say something else.
That me?
Well, yeah, you of course. Who else? Miss Angel, I'm pretty sure. Who else been here the whole time ain't went to sleep yet? Put a 1 in the chat. Who been here the whole time, ain't went to sleep yet, and been here, like, actually the whole time, ain't missed a beat? I'm surprised if you didn't. You know, some people fell asleep, I'm pretty sure. Now I got 71 dislikes. Damn, why?
You're going to get that whenever you talk about somebody. But I just wanted to say, we all got to respect everybody's platform. Like, you're going to have followers no matter what. You know what I mean? Everybody think that if I put the truth out on somebody, I automatically get all their subs. It don't work like that. People don't care.
Nah, it ain't working like that, man.
Yeah, people don't care about what you think. And all we doing is kind of embarrassing ourselves. And we're showing subs what to do to get somewhere. And you don't want to do that with 15,000 subs. Because then you're going to have people thinking you did this scumbag stuff to get 15,000 subs.
Word.
So that's what I'm like, it's so important what we do as an older generation, because we don't want to bring up a second generation doing Ice Cooper clips or Anisha Fowlers.
Right.
We don't want to do that. We want people to do critical thinking.
Right. Am I off today? Nah, I gotta go to work later on at 3 o'clock. Now, world, you actually be plugged in at the wrong time. I gotta go to sleep.
World gotta go live right now, and people go right over there. What up, world?
Yeah, I gotta go to sleep. We've been up too goddamn long, yo. I ain't even mopped my floor. I'm about to mop that shit later on tonight. I gotta go to sleep, bro. I swear to God. I'm tired of the motherfucker, yo. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta be awake at 3. I've been up the whole night. I did a damn work shift tonight on the panel. This is 7 hours, right? 6 hours? How long we live?
Putting that work in. You and Crenshaw putting in them 8-hour Shift joints. That's why I commend y'all, man. I've been holding down the J4K community. That's why it's like at the end of the day, hey, you know, and people gotta realize like J4K is more than just Kanika. J4K is everything down to what Bombshell's going through, Crenshaw, because whoever's in this community, we still know what brought us together. So just let people know that. Like, don't think that, you know, subs ain't J4K. If a sub got an issue, that shit is Kanika. Fuck that, because guess what? They life probably got in turmoil. You probably trying to do some research on Kanika. So we got to be sympathetic to that and realize that we all victims of this shit, even if we got it right. We still victims of this shit, and we should have a little mercy on each other based on that, because we ain't create this psyop that got us going at each other. We need to have more anger with them than any of us have for each other, I think. And I just wanted to tell people that.
We finally went under 200 after so long, and I think that's because we finna go.
Yeah, people tired of going to the next live, probably dissing you right now.
Hey, that's cool though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, at the end of the day, y'all asses sat here the whole night.
Yep.
and man, majority of them ain't gonna even press the one. But y'all sat here the whole night. I appreciate that though. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully y'all learned something. Cause we ain't sit here and just kick the bobos and talk bullshit about people. You know what I'm saying? There's no beef with Drop. There's no issue with Drop. This is strictly about information. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And we're gonna leave it at that. In the meantime, Planet Face, you want to say something to him, Crenshaw? Y'all got the floor.
Thank you. I want to say thank you and shout out to Crenshaw too. Shout out to Reckless and Rob from BK. Even shout out to DC, because believe it or not, like you said, like Reckless said, it's part of the entertainment. I don't take none of it personal, but have your receipts. That's it. If you don't got receipts, you just talking out the side of your face. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to say, same thing. Just shout out to everybody that was up here. For the most part, it was, I mean, nothing but informative and a good conversation where we are able to feed off of each other. I love that about all of us when it's like a collection of the minds, because so many of us, so much to offer. And I wish more of us could come together more often for the greater good, as opposed to, you know, the divide and conquer whatnot. So shout out to everybody in the chat. To Huggie, thank you, of course, and the fakes and everybody else that's up on the panel. Rec, of course.
Hey, thank you and Planet Face. I appreciate y'all for coming through.
Rob, and just yeah, it was fun. It's long, but fun.
Right. Well, we'll change the title. I don't want to clickbait people.
We're okay. No, if I be flagging too, well.
No, flogging. That's so.
Same team.
Flogging, that mean lying. Yeah, you don't know what that mean. You from Cali. We from the South. We know what that mean. That mean lying. I don't know what you mean by that though. And maybe that's the inside thing y'all know about. Maybe you know. Yeah, but. Like, hey, Keisha, good morning. Hey, Tay had been in the bushes. Tay, you been here the whole time. I know.
Tay just wants to get her. Tay just wants to come up on the panel as soon as we get off, so she can have her alone time with Huggie.
Tay, you couldn't pay me to let you up here. Call it meeting of the minds. I will do that, Black Cuban. That's why I fuck with Black Cuban. She always come up with it. Meeting of the minds. That's dope. Facts. I'll trademark it. Black Cuban. Facts. I'll do that.
Check it out. I trademarked it. Check it out.
Meeting of the minds.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, look, y'all have a good morning, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, we gonna check in, check out. Peace, y'all.
Check it out.
Bye. Bye, Miss Good Show.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel by hitting the red subscribe button and then hitting the notification bell. If you have problems receiving notifications, make sure you unsubscribe and then hit the resubscribe button and hit the bell again. Below you have playlists of many things from the past, such as the What's the Business series, the POF Experience series, and the Memory Lane series as well as past Vision playlists. Also, there's 2 new channels to subscribe to. my son's gaming channel, For Life Gaming. And make sure you keep up with everything dealing with Huggie Pacino. This is Huggie Pacino for the Huggie Pacino Effect. Thank you for your support. And if you wish to donate,
right, we going. What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.